Hello everyone! Welcome to our sixth video. In this video lesson, we are going to talk about law of sine.
So, in dealing with the law of sine, we are going to tackle about the oblique triangle. So, remember that an oblique triangle is a triangle that doesn't have any right angle on it. So, let us remember that the angle should be represented by capital letters for like this. Capital letter A represents as the angle A, angle B, capital letter B, angle C, capital letter C. And let us remember also that in dealing with sides, we need to involve small letters in naming our sides, like side A, side B, and side C. This is an oblique triangle because it doesn't have any right angle on it. So in dealing our law of sine, we need to remember our formulas, which is sine A over A is equal to sine B over B is equal to sine C over C. So bear in mind that we can use these formulas in reciprocal form, just like A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over. So how to determine when to use this formula or this formula? That is a question. So in using this formula, which is sine A over A and so on, we're going to use this kind of formula when we are looking for the angle or the unknown angle. And when to use this formula, we need to use this formula in finding the unknown value of a certain side from the triangle. So, the law of sines can be used in solving a triangle when we know any of the following: one side and two angles, or ASA or AAS, or two sides and an angle opposite of these sides, or SSA. So here is our example number 1. We are given an oblique triangle with two given angles and one given side. So we can see here that the measure of angle A is 43.8 degrees rather, and our angle C is 62.2 degrees. And our given side, which is the side B, we can determine that this is the side B because it's opposite to our angle B. So the value of side B is 15.8 inches. Doing this, so since we have two given angles, which is angle A and angle B, so there is one unknown angle, which is the angle B. So to solve for angle B, in this third unknown angle, which is the angle B, we need to use the triangle sum theorem. So what is triangle sum theorem? It is the angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees, or measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C is equivalent to 180 degrees. So the next step to do is to substitute all the given values that are in this triangle. First, the measure of angle A, which is 43.8 degrees, plus the measure of angle B, which is unknown, so we just copy the capital B, and the measure of angle C is 62.2 degrees. So what we need to do is to add the values. So 43.8 plus 62.2 degrees. B, just copy the letter B, plus the sum up value of value of 43.8 degrees plus 62.2 is 106 degrees, is equal to 180. So to continue solving for the value of b, we need to copy the b, transpose the 106 degrees to the other side, to the right side of 180. So since we transposed a positive sign number, when we transpose it, it changes the sign into negative. So negative 106 degrees. So the measure of angle B is equal to 180 degrees minus 106 degrees. So the last thing we need to do is to subtract 180 degrees by 106, and we get a 74 degrees, which is the value of our angle B. So we found the unknown angle, or the unknown measurement of this unknown angle, which is 74 degrees. So since our three angles are completed with their values, let's move on to our sides. So we have two unknown sides, which is the side C and the side A. So to solve for A and C, or side A and C, we are going to use the A over sine A. And since our given is angle B and side B, B over sine B. So the next step to do is to substitute the given values from this triangle to this formula. So since our A, or the side A, is unknown, we just copy the letter A. And for the sine A, since we have the value of A here, which is 43.8 degrees, is equal to side B is 15.8 inches over sine B. The value of B is 74 degrees. So to get the final answer, we need to cross multiply. A multiplied by sine 47 is A sine 74 degrees rather, is equal to 15.8 inches multiplied by sine 43.8 degrees. So to determine to find the value of A, we need to cancel this sine 74 degrees. So to cancel out the sine 74 degrees, we need to divide both sides by sine 74 degrees. Cancel out, and sine 74 degrees. Next, our last step is to solve this one in your calculator. So if we solve 15.8 inches multiplied by sine 43.8 degrees all over sine 74, we get a value of 11.38 inches. And this is the value of our side A, 11.38 inches. So since we solved for the we solved for the first unknown side, which is the A, which has a value of 11.38 inches. So next is to solve for the side C. In solving side C, we are going to use the C over sine C is equal to, we're going to choose, or you choose what to use in this problem. So since we have B, which has a what do you call this, whole number, I'm going to use that. So B over sine B. So next is to substitute the given values from this triangle to here. So C is unknown, so next is sine C, which has a value of 62.2 degrees, is equal to the value of side B is 15.8 inches all over, over sine value of B, or angle B, is 74 degrees. So to determine or to find the value of C, we have to cross multiply. C sine 74 degrees is equal to 15.8 inches multiplied by sine 62.2 degrees. So to find the value of C, we need to cancel the sine 74 and divide both sides by sine 74 degrees to cancel out the sine 74 degrees, and other side is sine 74 degrees. Now the last part is to solve this equation in your calculator. So in solving this last side, which is the side C, 15.8 inches multiplied by sine 62.2 degrees all over sine 74 degrees is equal to 14.54 inches. So we have the value of our C, which is 14.54 inches. That is our first example for the law of sine.